So what do you think about Elon Musk saying publicly that he believes that we are all living in a simulation? Do you think it's bogus, or do you think there's some evidence for that?
Um, I know Elon, and some of the things he says are interesting, and some of them aren't. No, I think that's bogus. I think I mean, it's not just his. That whole idea has been around for a long time. It's the Matrix, if nothing else. Um, and I think first of all, there's no evidence of it. Usually, simulations have bits or pixels that don't work, and and there's if you look around the universe, there aren't places where it seems at this point that we could see anywhere where the laws somehow break down in this local region. Except maybe inside the head of Donald Trump. But the, but that's the first thing. But the second thing is it's facile because it suggests that you need so in order to have this complex system we have, some more complex system had to arrange it. But then of course the question naturally begs itself is, what about the more complex system? Are they a simulation and something else a simulation? Is it turtles all the way down? I don't see how it resolves anything. It's the same as God in that sense, because if you say, well, a complex being that more complicated than us had to create us, and what created that more complex being? And that infinite regression continues, and so I don't see that it answers any questions, nor do I see any evidence of it. And finally, even if it were true, it doesn't change the way I work as a physicist. I want to find out what the rules are.
Okay, but what do you think made these rules?
What do I think made the rules? I mean, that's an open, they could be random. As I pointed out in my book, The Universe from Nothing, it could be that there are an infinite number of universes with infinite number of different laws of physics, and only some of them allow the conditions that allow our existence to flourish or to allow us to come into existence. And therefore, we're not surprised to find we live in such a universe. It'd be like an intelligent fish wondering why the universe was made of water. Uh, and so,
Okay, but do you think that the same laws that make life possible on Earth are present in other planets?
well, I mean, I think, look, I think they're fun. The laws are not special life. I think the laws are, as far as I can tell, are just the rules of physics, chemistry, and biology, right? And they, as far as I can see, have allowed life to evolve relatively early in the history of our planet, and ultimately to result in self-aware life. Now, there are, as I pointed out, 100 billion stars in our own galaxy. Almost all of them have solar systems around them. So there are at least 100 billion odd solar systems in our galaxy, and there are 100 billion galaxies. As far as I can tell, the only conditions necessary for the origin of life on Earth were organic materials, water, and sunlight. All of those exist in great proliferation throughout the galaxy. So it's very hard to imagine that the galaxy doesn't have lots of life in it. Now, the question, of course, is there intelligent life? And that's a different question, because intelligence isn't necessarily an evolutionary imperative.